we be bulking. All right. The biggest bulking mistakes. Imagine this, right? You're 180 pounds lean, which is good weight, right? But you want to go to 200. All right, let's pick a more realistic. Like 160 lean, and you want to go to 180 lean. Now, if you go to fitness YouTube, everyone will tell you to maintain, do not bulk. Now, according to the laws of thermodynamics, which are unbreakable, you cannot go from 160 to 180 without gaining weight, without eating a surplus, right? So what all these maintenance idiots will tell you is like, oh no, just keep maintaining. Yeah, bro, what the fuck will you maintain to? You will just keep maintaining that same weight. Are you retarded, bro? Ah, fuck, I'm not supposed to say. Are you an idiot, man? Are you dumb? So what we do is, well, so what you do is you listen to these maintaining folks, right? You add 100 calories surplus or you maintain, and then next week you're the same weight. The week after that you've gained a pound. The week after that you've lost a pound. Now, yeah, you might be thinking, yeah, I'm gaining and losing pound. Yeah, that 1 week was a deficit. No, no, it was just your water weight fluctuating, right? Because your water weight always fluctuates depending on how you sleep, etc. Just changes, right? So by the end of that, let's say that 16-week maintenance phase you planned, you still had 160 pounds, or you had 165. And the truth is, when you're at 165, four of that is water weight. You played yourself. You got played, right? By Greg Doucette. That's my Greg Doucette impression. Second of all, don't be a fat ass, right? Most people now say, okay, yeah, that's fucking dumb, right? So what we'll do is we'll just do the exact opposite. What's the exact opposite? No, no, it's not the exact opposite, but it's the opposite, right? The opposite is, well, let's do about 1,000 calories surplus. Let's dreamer bulk. I'm 160, I want to get to 200. So what I do, and I want it in 12 weeks, right? I want it in one bulk. So I add 1,000 calories. I smash donuts, I smash ice cream, and I just keep eating till I get like a fat piece of shit. Because about at 250, around 500, you get already the max amount of muscle, right? From your surplus. So the rest will be just fat. Imagine this, right? You're building the Burj Khalifa. You're in Dubai. You're like one of the managers who are. You are the manager. You're the guy that says to him, do that, do that, do that, do that. Now, your training is the amount of workers that build the building, right? You can only have like 10 workers max because, well, there's not enough infrastructure, right? So 10 workers are building one brick per day, all right? So 10 bricks a day. Just an example, right? It's probably faster than that or slower, I don't know. I'm not a fucking engineer. So they're building the Burj Khalifa at 10 bricks per day. Now, you say, I wanted to go faster, but the supply, like the people that bring the bricks from like the brick factory, they bring them at also one brick per second or like 1.5 brick per second. Now, what this logic says is we should get more bricks on the side. Well, what happens then is like the bricks pile up, pile up, pile up. There's too many bricks. Now you need to hire cleaners, which is the fat, which is fat, right? They will say, okay, there's too much bricks here to work efficiently. There's too much glucose in the blood, too much fat, etc. So what we do is we pull them in our fat cells, and we just keep the amount that is being built at. That's basically how it works, right? You're basically a Burj Khalifa, you're a brick machine. I'm just kidding, right? But that's basically how it works, right? You grow muscle only at a certain speed, and once you go above that, you're just getting extra fat. Which, if you wanna be like Kyriakos Gizli, you know that guy, that Greek guy that screams, ah, it's a good strategy then. Go ahead. But if you wanna look good, it's not a good strategy at all. So That's why I like 750 plus surplus, right? You can still get away with a 750 surplus. You'll just have more time to cut off the fat later. Now, what our ideal bulk is, we'll just keep that a 300 to 500 surplus. Why? Because that's about where muscle caps off, right? I guess some people, if you take like maybe steroids or some shit, then you could probably go for a bigger surplus. But do not take that advice from me. I have no idea on how much surplus you need to take if you're on steroids. But the thing is, you can always cut off fat later. You'll still gain some fat in this process, but let's say you do a 12-week bulk or a 20 4 months of bulking, right? 5 months, sorry. If you bulk for 5 months, you gain 20 pounds. That's a slow. That's slow. Let's do 12 weeks and then 12 pounds, right? 12, the same rate but a shorter time. And then at the end of the 12 weeks, you get like about a pound per week. It's pretty good, right? And yeah, let's say your muscle caps out about half a pound per week, right? Then you've gained about 5 pounds. These are idealistic numbers, right? 5 pounds of muscle. Sorry, 6 pounds of muscle. Math wasn't my strongest point. 6 pounds of muscle and then 6 pounds of fat at the end of that 12 weeks. Now, losing 6 pounds of fat is 6 weeks, sometimes even 4 weeks, right? And by the end of that 12-week bulk cut, you've gained 6 pounds of muscle and lost all the fat. Now, if you had done the first way, you would if you have gained any muscle. If you had done the second way, you would be gaining the same amount of muscle, maybe a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more, but also had like 20 pounds of fat, 30 pounds of fat you had to cut off. Now, you'd be like, yeah, but I want to go to like 180 pounds. I have 20 pounds to gain, right? Well, then you just repeat it. You repeat it, and every time at the end of your cut, because you've also gained more muscle, you look leaner, you look better, and by the end of like 2, 3, 4 cycles of this, you would have already been at your dream weight, right? That's a bit idealistic, right? But you're already way bigger and way leaner than you started. That's the goal of just bulking in a normal speed, but also not too slow, not that extremely in bulk, right? Just bulking, losing weight, bulking, losing weight. Now, quick thing, if you want a little bit more of theory, right? Not theory, but if you want to know way more, have all my knowledge. Here's a little course I made, right? For example, this is for the Form the Training Guide. I'm working on the nutrition principles right now. It's in a pre-sale, so it's half off if you buy it now. For the rest of your life, you keep it. And as you can see, there's a lot of modules. My end goal is about 5 to 6 hours of video module at least, plus workout templates, plus some guides for making you take good pictures, etc. So, if you want a little bit more help, if you want to know everything, not just how to bulk, check it out. First link in the description.